That's like 40 years ago when everybody knew who their precinct committeeman was and people were into this. It's been used successfully, like I said, for decades by our forebears. My dad was a precinct committeeman. Everybody, when I grew up in that little town in Wisconsin, everybody knew who their precinct committeeman was 30, 40 years ago. It was used successfully by Obama in the caucus states. They flooded the caucuses, and that's how Obama took on the Clinton machine. And yes, we can use it to elect more conservatives. This is not for you if you won't go to a monthly party committee meeting. And it's not for you if you won't walk a precinct on behalf of a candidate or make phone calls if you're not capable of walking. Some people, can, and believe me, in Arizona in the summer it's brutal. And it's not for you if you don't think a couple of hours a month is worth it for you to get outside your comfort zone and talk to a few strangers knocking on doors. Like I said, a couple of generations ago, everybody knew who their precinct committeeman was, and they did in my hometown. We've got to get back to this concept of each one of us has a civic duty when your country's in crisis to get involved in party politics. American civics, I had a semester course in it in 7th grade. I went to Badger Boys State with the American Legion thing. I'm kind of lucky in that regard. But they don't teach this anymore because the progressives changed the school system curriculum. And we've got to change that. You've got to teach your kids this stuff. So conservatives have to unite at their local political party committee meetings where you can learn how to become a precinct committeeman. Like I said, every state's different. I have a website down here on the bottom, theprecinctproject.wordpress.com. I've got something in there, and I'll give this PowerPoint to anybody who will come up and give me their business card. I'll email you the PowerPoint. It's got resources in there for other information sites where you can get more information. Okay, so we got to focus on the goal and the strategy to reach that goal. Again, electing constitutional conservatives. Not just electing Republicans or Democrats, constitutional conservatives. I got 6 minutes, I'm racing here. We need to unite where it matters. This is a political war. It's going to be fought by political parties. And if you want to become politically relevant, I believe, we've got to unite inside a political party where all the conservatives can unite so we can win. And to pick a party, read the party platforms. The party platforms are on my website. And I've got them condensed. They're really long. Okay, big secrets. 2 big secrets the political parties don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that over half of these slots are open. And they don't want you to know that it's easy to become a PC. And why don't they want you to know that? Because you might vote them out of office. So this is a typical line and block chart that they put national committees on top, state parties, county parties, legislative district committees, down here at the bottom, precinct committeemen. But that's where all the power is, because the power goes up. The precinct committeemen elect all those people. They don't want more precinct committeemen. Here's the way it looks nationally. 200,000 vacant PC slots out of a total of 400,000. They're split about 50-50. In Maricopa County, we got 6,754 for the county out of 710 registered Republicans. I'm using Republican examples because I'm a Republican. November of 2008, 31% were filled. November 2010, we bumped it up to 44. We're almost up to 50%, so we're making progress. Again, where's the real power? The real power is here in the PC slots, right here. They elect the legislative district officers. They're 100% filled. All the officers are filled. County officers, state officers, RNC delegates. They're all filled. At the precinct level, that's where the power vacuum is. We individually have to fix that. Here's 2 parties. One on the left. That's what we've got right now in both parties. Split between conservatives and moderates. 50% are vacant. Half-strength, ideologically split party with no message and no ground game. You want to change it? Fill it up with conservatives. Fill up all the vacancies with conservatives. You go to a 75% solidly conservative party, landslide win-producing political powerhouse. Yelling from the bleachers at the party will not change the party. The only people who can change the party are the ball players that are inside it on the real ball field. Those are the precinct committee. If you really want to make an impact on your political party, become a precinct committeeman. If you want to have an immediate effect on the incumbents, scare the hell out of them by becoming a precinct committeeman. Show them that you control some votes in your precinct. That's all they care about. Anita Moncrief, if you were here for her presentation, that's what she said. The lady before me, Patricia, same thing. The only thing they care about is whether or not they can get reelected. If we act and fill up all these parties, poof, now conservatives have invaded a party and taken it over. They did it in Utah. Bob Bennett is the former senator from Utah because the grassroots conservatives in the Tea Party and the 912 group, the two biggest ones, figured out the rules of the Utah party, went to the caucus meetings and invaded that and elected conservative delegates. We're not united. We've got to unite in our local party committees. We've got Tea Partiers running around. As a mom groups, 912ers, Smart Girl Politics, NRA, half of them don't vote, Sarah Pack, Patriot Action Network, Evangelical Christians, all scattered. We've got to unite in a political party. And why won't the incumbents tell us this? Again, they don't want to tell you this because they don't want to risk a primary challenger. They fear that if you figure this out, that they're history, they're toast. So, and you know, they rationalize it. It's not my job. It's just, this is not rocket science, folks. This is basic American civics. You got to figure this stuff out.